As we are learning with Java, so create first a Java program. Class. I give the name of the class as launch. Main method to run. So in this, first I have to open a browser. To open a browser, how do I open a browser? With the help of these drivers. With the help of these downloaded drivers, I need to open a browser. How these browsers how these drivers will give an instruction to open this drivers should be interacted with your Java program internally to a class, to some class. Then that class will help to open a browser. So there is, as you know, in Java we have a system class, system.out.println we've been using, right? So call that system class. In this system class, we have a method get property, set property. If you see get property, to get something from this system class. Same way if I write set, to set something to this class. So I'm going to use this set property with some key and a value. I'm going to give the driver to this system class. Key and a value. So what you're going to pass the information, I want to pass the details about my driver. Which driver? Maybe Chrome, Firefox, or Gecko driver, anything. If you want to give the details about your Chrome driver, the key should be WebDriver Chrome dot driver. This is the key. Always this is fixed. WebDriver dot Chrome dot driver, small case. What is the value? You should give the path where is the driver available on your machine with which it can open a browser. So it is present here in this folder. Give the path of this file. You can use whatever way you are comfortable as. How to get the path? So I just right click on the file and go to properties. This is the path. C drive up till drivers. Within double quotes you have to pass it string input backslash and then give the name of the file with extension chrome driver.exe. Okay, and always end, as you know, end with a semicolon the statement of Java. So this is the path where you have a driver and this is the key. Now it has been already set to the system class. Next point is, everything is accessible with the help of object. If you want to access the browser to open an object you want to create for that browser, you must create an object for a class, right? Now, if you observe this documentation, what we have opened here, in this package, you can see WebDriver. One second. Here, WebDriver interface. It's an interface. WebDriver is an interface. I select the interface. See, WebDriver is an interface. From this package, it is coming under what are the classes implemented. What are the classes inside this interfaces are. An interface can contain classes or also abstract methods. Now the classes available to this interface are Chrome driver, Edge driver, Firing driver, Firefox, Internet Explorer, Opera, Remote, Safari. All these are the driver classes. Now if you want to work with Firefox, you need an object for this Chrome driver class. C and D are capital. This is a class. Okay. Now you have to create an object for this. If you want to work with Firefox, you need to create an object for this class. For Internet Explorer, this class. But a parent to all these classes is what? WebDriver. Means you will have an object for Chrome driver, but of type of this class. Okay, you have to create an object of type of WebDriver, but referring to Chrome driver. So how to do that? Here, WebDriver, WNDK is capital. You can give any name, A, B, C, as you know, object, how you create a new, and then you give the constructor of which class you want to create it. So if you want Chrome driver, I call the class constructor Chrome driver. This is your constructor. So this is a constructor of which class? This class. So you're creating here an A object referring to this Chrome driver, but the type of this A is WebDriver. It's an interface. Now, first of all, we'll import this. It's coming from, because you're getting this input only because you have added the jar files of Selenium. Chrome driver coming from your OpenQA Selenium.chrome. So it's recommended in our automation, we don't give any fancy names for our browser driver. We give always a word driver. Wherever you see driver, you should understand it is referring to your browser and the application open on the browser. Currently now, the driver is saying it is giving a reference to Chrome browser. So with these 2 lines of code, if you run the program and executing it, so it is going to run the code what you have written in the public static void main. It's starting the Chrome driver, and you see one browser is getting opened. This is the output of those 2 lines. As you created an object for Chrome driver, so it is opening a browser of Chrome. Okay, so you can see here the browser is open and the Chrome browser. There's no URL over here. You see the message Chrome is being controlled by some script. This is not an actual browser. It's an output of that's a Chrome browser because of some script got executed. This is not actual browser. And here, as we did not give an instruction to open some URL, you don't find any application open, just launched. So during this launching, you can see some statements here, lines of code getting initiated, starting the driver, Chrome driver. This is what the driver which you have downloaded and present on your machine. With the help of this driver, which you have set to the system.set property, this driver is calling the browser using some port number. So there is no server here, right? But with the help of some port of your machine, whichever port is available and free at that execution time, it takes help of that port number and communicates with and tries to launch a browser for you and creates here protocol handshake, create a session. It creates one session, a communication between your program and the browser with the help of this driver and a port number. That's the meaning of this lines. But now on this browser, I want to open some google.com. So who is pointing to the browser now? Driver. Now driver is an object for Chrome. So with the driver only, you can give an instruction what to open, clone, close, any automation, everything. So driver dot. As driver is of type WebDriver, when you place a dot, you get many methods belonging to the WebDriver class. Here, close method, find element. Okay, these all are most of the methods you find from WebDriver interface. Right now, we want to open some URL. So get. Get is a method from WebDriver which whatever string URL you pass, it opens that URL. Return type is void, right? Get method. The URL which you want to open, you have to, first of all, don't pass just www.com like that. You open it on an actual browser, copy this URL, and then use it in your script as a string input, because the URL should be along with the protocol HTTPS : the proper path you have to give, otherwise it will not launch. Okay, now the browser with URL will be automated. Save and launch. So on the google.com is open on the Chrome browser. This is the output. Now after this is done, the next automation script will start. Automating what functionalities, everything that's after this. If you give the URL of Facebook, Facebook will open. So these 3 lines of code are always necessary whenever you start your automation, right? Now say that you want to work with Firefox. So I just comment these lines. The only thing is you have to change the key. For Firefox, Gecko driver is available, so pass the Gecko is the key, and the path also you have to change. Path is same, only the file name would change. Its name is geckodriver.exe. Okay, path is same. And here when you're creating an object, it should be for, if you observe here, the class name is Firefox driver. Same way you have to give it Firefox driver. Import this Firefox. That's it. Now if you run, it will launch on the Firefox browser, the google.com. So interview point of view, they may ask you, how do you set the path of driver? You have to explain these lines. What is a key? What happens with the system.set property? How you create an object for Firefox? They'll ask, why don't you create this driver for Firefox? Here also, why don't you write Firefox? You can write it. I'll tell you. So it's launching the gecko.driver, the version what I have. It's creating a listener through some port number, IP address and the port number. It is communicating. It's still executing, right? But if you want to work with any browser, you must have actual browser on your machine. Then only this driver will be able to call it. If you don't have actual browser, you can't automate on it. I think it's here opened. Yeah, it's open. See, on the Google, on the Firefox. Okay, so okay, I have no Internet Explorer browser, so I'll just explain you the code. How can you add the IE browser? The key is you can have here capital I. If capital I is not working, then you can modify this to small I. Okay, and here the driver. So what is the driver here? Internet Explorer driver. You create an object for this. Import it. Now it's showing a duplicate value for this code. Already driver is here, so it was showing a duplicate. And the path of the driver of Gecko, it's an IE driver server .exe. It's case sensitive. Carefully you have to add it. That's it. When you run, IE browser should be launched. So I don't have IE here. You can just try either using capital IE or small I here as a key. Right? Now question is, one question what they can ask here is why you're creating a driver of type WebDriver. Why not like this? If you're creating a constructor for IE Explorer, why not I write here like this? Yes, you can write like this. Because when you create an object of this type, class name, object name, new, and the constructor of it, right? That's correct. But if you want to modify this driver to Firefox, you have to here also change it. Firefox driver, again new Firefox. So instead of that, if I keep this object of the parent class, parent type, I can modify easily. Only thing is I need to change the constructor, right? If I keep this to WebDriver, I need to only change the constructor, maybe Chrome, Firefox, or Internet or Safari. Okay, so that is more handy as compared to this way. Therefore, as in industry, we follow this approach. This also will work, but normally we use object of this type, of the parent type, but referring to the respective browser constructor. Is this point clear?
Yes, Lakshmi.
Yes, Lakshmi.
So these are very small minor things which are very important. Basic things must be very clear, because questions, even though you are experienced or fresher, this question will be asked, may be asked. It's, don't assume it, but this is important. How you set the path, how you create an object, what is the meaning of this, what is this means, what is WebDriver means. So you should be aware of this part. WebDriver is an interface having some implemented classes, the classes like Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer, where you will be creating an object for this browser driver, but the type you can keep it the parent interface name, WebDriver. Right? Now if I keep this driver of type IE driver dot. Now when I just put a driver dot, you see all the methods what you see are coming of type remote WebDriver. I don't get type of WebDriver. All are of type remote WebDriver class. I can't use these methods now for our actual implementation. You need methods of WebDriver type. Where's that? WebDriver, not remote WebDriver. So that is also one reason why don't we keep this driver to the respective constructor class. We always make this driver to WebDriver. Reason is when this driver is of this type, when you make object dot driver dot here, you get the methods of the interface type. This is required. Therefore, we keep the driver to WebDriver type.